This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV 24/7.
Good evening. Anna Hazare has set a new deadline for the Manmohan Singh government. He and his supporters now say that unless the Lokpal bill is not cleared and finalized by the 15th of August, he will go on another fast, and this time it will be indefinite. In Haridwar, Baba Ramdev has now given a call to arms. He's spoken about raising a private army to battle corruption. The leader of the opposition, Sushma Swaraj, has gone to Haridwar to express her support for Baba Ramdev, but on this key question of a private army, she evaded giving a direct response. Meanwhile, it looks like the Manmohan Singh government is finally fighting back. Today, the government accused Ramdev of being a front for the RSS and also said that Anna Hazare's comparison between the Jallianwala Bagh massacre and the police crackdown at the Ramleela grounds was a shameful comparison. Is the government finally taking charge of the situation, or is it going to have to battle to regain moral legitimacy in this whole debate as the corruption controversy, one case after the other, seems to be ceaseless? Joining us on the program tonight is one of the senior-most leaders of the Congress, but also significantly, perhaps the only Congress leader who was publicly critical of Ramdev and even several proposals of the Anna Hazare team from the beginning. Joining us today, our newsmaker, Digvijaya Singh. Thank you so much, Mr. Digvijaya Singh. I want to start with a statement that you made, not recently, but as far back as February this year, where you were asked to comment on Baba Ramdev's campaign on black money. And you said that Baba Ramdev must first prove that he is not in possession of any black money. He must first prove that his business empire, in a sense, has not violated the law. You said this in February, yet your government, the UPA, was willing to engage with Baba Ramdev till things went terribly wrong. If the government and the party had these apprehensions about Baba Ramdev in February, and I'm going by your statement, why the red carpet treatment for him initially?
There was no red carpet as such, but I think the government of India felt that it is better to engage him and discuss the issues and make him understand the nuances of his demands and also the factual position which the government of India has on each of these issues.
You agreed with it? I thought the party was quite uncomfortable. I remember your press conference where you actually indicated quite strongly that 4 ministers need not have gone to the airport.
No, I never said that. I only said that Baba Ramdev is no person who deserves the kind of treatment which we are giving. And I think the demands were so outrageous that it was just not possible for any government to consider them, at least immediately. It takes time. Now, I don't know where he came out with the figure of 400 lakh crores. And I really pity the bankruptcy of the ideas of the BJP. They are supporting Baba Ramdev's whole campaign, fully knowing that his demands does not need consideration.
But here's the question. You're saying you wonder about the bankruptcy of the BJP. Many people could throw that question back at the UPA, saying that you actually had 2 rounds of talks with Baba Ramdev, first at the airport, then at Claridge's hotel, and a 3rd round on the telephone. This is now well documented. 3 rounds of talks. One of your ministers made a statement saying Ramdev has raised issues of national importance. The Prime Minister wrote to Ramdev. Why now, suddenly, when it's all gone wrong, criticize the BJP when the UPA regarded Ramdev as someone serious and serious enough to engage with?
Supposing Barkha, we had said we will not discuss black money stashed abroad. We will not discuss corruption. The media would have said that we are abetting corruption. We don't want to bring the black money
Since
back.
when have you all started listening to the media? The media is also saying the police crackdown was out of line.
Well, that has been fully and appropriately answered by PC Home Minister.
Well, we have
PC.
more questions on that, but
yes.
we'll come to that
yes.
later. Yeah.
So I think the party thought it is better to engage rather than to ignore.
Let me start with the party's position. We've had yourself, other party leaders coming out and saying 2 decisions did not have the party being kept in the loop. The first was the decision of the ministers to meet Ramdev at the airport. The second was the police crackdown.
Well, I think the matter was discussed in the core committee. I'm not aware of this because I'm not a member of the core committee. But I think it was generally discussed. The details were never discussed, I'm told. I don't know how far it's correct. But the crackdown, what you call a crackdown, is basically the decision of the administration, that is the police commissioner. You know, the police commissioner is in charge of law and order in the city of Delhi. And he had given a permission for yoga shivar to the Swabhiman Trust. Now, what we saw on the television starting from 3rd to the 5th, we only saw politics.
Surely common sense determines that this was going to be, in a sense, raising political issues, issues of corruption. Now, this was never meant to be a yoga camp.
No.
Are we really going to fall back on this technicality of saying permission was granted for a yoga camp and it turned out to be something else? Isn't that a technical argument?
But aren't we guided by technical points and legal issues?
Selectively? On the first day you allowed this non-yoga camp to carry on because you were still hopeful of a breakthrough?
No. You see, first day, they had some yoga shiva in the early morning. After that, it became a political thing. So they waited. They waited for the discussion with the government to take place finally, and thought that better sense would prevail on Baba Ramdev and his followers. But then look at Baba Ramdev, how he cheated the state, the government ministers, and then cheated the people there also. He gave in writing one thing here and said the exactly opposite when he went back to Ramlila ground.
But doesn't that
That is Baba Ramdev.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. NDTV.com/apps.